England Sports Center. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op Girls Varsity Ice Hockey as today they take on the Norwood Mustangs. It'll be the third time these two teams have met up in the last week. They met up last Wednesday and Saturday, so they are certainly very familiar with each other. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Watson on the call, Mike Tarosian on camera. And the last time these two teams met up, it was two very good battles. Last Wednesday, we were right here at the New England Sports Center in a different rink. We were in rink 3 last time. Tonight we're in rink 4. But the Norwood Mustangs took down Hopkinton Dover Sherborne in a good battle, 2-0. And then on Saturday on Norwood's home ice, the game ended in a 2-2 tie. So what will happen the third time these two teams meet up? Is the third time a charm for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne? Steve, it should be interesting, especially with these opponents being so familiar with each other.
Well, it sure should be. Usually in high school hockey, Tom, you wouldn't play a team 3 times in a season, let alone 3 times in 8 days, all consecutive. So, but that's just this COVID-19 situation. That it is what it is.
You pretty much take any opponent you can get.
And that happened tonight. Hopkinton was supposed to play Medway. They're having their problems right now over there. So they went with the Mustangs again, the third straight time. So there should be no secrets. You know, these two teams played Wednesday and Saturday last week. So here we go.
And right now we'll send it down to the ice for the opening announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New England Sports Center and tonight's game between the home team from Hopkinton and our visitors from Norwood. At this time, I would ask that you all rise and remove your caps as we salute our country with the playing of the national anthem.
National anthem, and we are just about ready to get this game started between Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne, and Norwood. And this co-op team for Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne, many Hillers on the roster, many Dover, Sherborne Blue Raiders on the roster. They have a few Nipmuc Warriors on the roster. They have Blackstone Valley Tech Beaver on the roster, and a couple players out of Tri-County, as well as a Bellingham player. So a well-diverse team here for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op, and they have just continued to get more and more competitive as the seasons have gone on for this co-op, and they certainly have a lot of good talent this year. Only 3 seniors on the roster, but a number of talented young players coming up through the ranks. So it should be an interesting game here today. And Steve, just seeing that they were able to come back from a 2-0 loss, get that tie on Saturday against what is a very good, experienced Norwood team, that's a promising sign for this Hopkinton co-op team.
Absolutely it is. And like you said, the Mustangs are a very good team. That loss last Wednesday right down the hallway. was very, very frustrating for Hopkinton / DS. So good to see them rebound just a few short days later, and here we are, the rubber match. So they're trying to tie things up here. 0-1-1 so far against Norwood. See if they can get a one in that win column here tonight.
Absolutely. And it's a good year, I guess, to get very familiar with some of your TVL large rivals, as most of the Hopkinton teams during this winter season have certainly gotten very familiar with their respected TVL large rivals. We'll get starters in just a moment, as we are just about ready for face-off here at center ice. And we are underway. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne working right to left across your screen. There's Avery Bent on the face-off. Here comes Norwood driving up along the near side. Now that's Emily Swinhammer. It's quickly stolen away. Your starters for Norwood, it's going to be Lily Newman in net. And on the ice at forward, you got Marissa Cataldo. Vivian Sharkey is on defense, as that attempted shot is deflected. Lindsay Rogers on defense. Molly Manning forward. Moave Glavin forward for Norwood. A shot up the ice by Emily Swinhammer, turned away by Lily Newman. And we'll get you the Hillers starters in just a moment, as they try to work it out of their own territory. In net for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne, it is Kristen McCluskey on the ice. You got Sophia Mazzucchelli at forward. Emily Swinhammer at forward as well. Kaylee Markle on defense. Julian Wenrich at forward. Norwood trying to work it back up. Anika Janoszak on defense. And you have Avery Bent at forward for your Hopkinton Dover Sherborne co-op. Here comes Norwood quickly working back up the ice. Nice pass there. There's a shot and a goal. A beauty of a setup and a beauty of a shot. Maggie Curran on the assist on the goal. That is Michaela Reen. 1-0 Norwood. Well, you can't ask for any better of a drive up the ice than that. Wide open shot on net.
And last Wednesday they scored 30 seconds in, and this Wednesday $1.24.
That is correct.
And that was a snipe of a shot, by the way.
It certainly was.
There's not many goalies who are going to stop that.
And she put that right in the corner. Nice drive up the ice for the Mustangs to start things off, as we're about a minute and a half into action. Tracking it down in the corner, Janoszak. Swats it up to DeRocher. Ford going to work it around the boards for Norwood. Bailey trying to take control. Here she comes, bangs it off the boards. Goes floating back into Norwood territory. And we'll have an icing. 20:33 left to go in the first half. This year, of course, it is two 22-minute, 30-second halves rather than the traditional periods. You don't have the locker room availability, so it kind of shortens up the time that you would need the locker room, which certainly, I think, helps in this current situation.
Still takes a lot of getting used to, saying first half, second half.
Nauman sends it over along the corner. That is Ford. Getting in there for the Hillers, Janoszak. Collision there between Swinhammer and Curran. Here comes Norwood trying to work, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne trying to work it up the ice. Sent out, no one there. Taken away by Ford. And cutting her off, stealing it away, Merkel. That was a saving play there by Merkel. But now here comes LeBlanc. Rushing in, takes a shot a little wide. Along the near side boards, LeBlanc sends it out. Sent back over by Glavin. And there's a shot from the blue line out in front of the net. It's turned away, and that puck is still live, and McCluskey will wrap it up. Now Norwood putting the pressure on early, as Lauren Glavin was able to get it in front of the net for Maggie Curran. I think McCluskey lost the puck at one point there.
That's what it looked like from here, Tom.
Abby Wayne up against Marissa Cataldo on the face-off. There's a backhander, just wide goes Mannering. Over to the corner, Glavin. Jammed up along the boards now. Trying to race away with it is Bailey. She's diverted. Bailey's still in there as Parkinson gets involved. And it's stolen away by Cox. And now it's stolen back by Glavin. There's a shot, and it's turned away. McCluskey got the stick on it. And of course, Kristen McCluskey, a soccer goaltender as well, so has plenty of experience in the net.
I think it's safe to say she has a very good skill set.
Certainly does.
And you can see it in that game last Wednesday. She almost single-handedly kept this team in that game.
She really did. She had some incredible saves in that game. Nauman sends it over. Now it's sent back by Curran. Along the near side. Taken by Patrick. There's Leanna Patrick out of net mark. Sends it over. And it's stolen away. Norwood looking for a shot. Wrister, and that's a little high there by Curran. Sent over by Nauman. Out in front, Curran looking for a shot, and McCluskey wraps it up. Glove save there. Another good save there by McCluskey as Maggie Curran had a nice open look.
Yeah, that's a great look from point blank range, and another great save. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Yep. 18:28 left to go in the first half. Norwood winning the possession battle so far, and there's another glove save by McCluskey off the backhander by Marissa Cataldo. This time we'll have a face-off in the left circle. Norwood keeping the pressure on. Sent down by Sophia Mazzucchelli. It is going towards the net, and the puck will remain live. Here comes Sharkey. Along the corner. Sent out of the blue line. Pass over by Swinhammer to Merkel. Merkel sends it down towards the backboards. Out in front now. Trying to race around with it, Swinhammer. Sends it out. There's a shot diverted as Zamito got the stick in there. Holly and Emily Swinhammer out of Tri-County, both in the game. Holly a senior, Emily a sophomore. And here comes Holly now. Sends it up the far side, looking for Sophia Mazzucchelli. There's a shot, and it is wrapped up by McCluskey off the stick of Molly Federico, the freshman defenseman. $17:20 left to go. And half number one. Kayla Reen on the face-off for Norwood. And it's sent over to Kelly Bailey trying to work it up the ice. Good face-off there by Leanna Patrick. Patrick trying to steal it away. Bailey gets in there along the near side boards. Sent over to the far side. Here comes Curran. Now it's stolen away. Back and forth we go towards the neutral zone. Getting in there to Patrick, and now Janoszak got a stick on it. McCluskey sets it up, handled by Wayne. Abby Wayne, one of the captains, a sophomore out of Dover-Sherborne High School. And now Leanna Patrick trying to work it up the ice, and she was diverted by Maggie Curran. Norwood has it. Here comes Nauman. Nauman racing up the far side. No fellow Mustangs in sight, so she'll take it around the net. Top of the circle, Rogers leaves it back for Nauman. Nauman looking for the shot there. Good in front of the net defense by Hopkinton Dover-Sherborne as Bent got in there. On the far side, that's Frazier. She'll pop it off the boards. near side. Now up and around it goes. Wayne handles it. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne has the number 10 jersey hanging to honor A.J. Cueta as that shot's off the side of the net. The player who was hurt from Bishop Thean. Certainly hope he's doing okay. Certainly a tough injury or tough break when anybody gets hurt like that.
A lot of money raised, though.
Certainly is, and that just shows you how strong the hockey community is.
Yeah.
They all have each other's back, no matter what team you're on. And that's what it's all about.
That's why it's a great sport. That's exactly why.
Sent towards the net, turned away by McCluskey. And it was into the net. Cox was able to get it out up the far side. Looking for DeRocher. Norwood keeping the pressure on, and here's a shot opportunity here, and that's off the post. That shot was by Mannering. Nearly had it. Along the corner now. And Haley Cox and Wave Glavin tripped up. Sent out over to Curran. And shot wide there by Glavin. Over the corner it goes. Sent along the near side. Jammed up along the boards. Bailey trying to work it out of there. And now here comes Bent. Avery Bent, a freshman out of Dover Sherborne. Popped off the glass by Haley Reed for Norwood. Up to Dover Sherborne trying to clear their zone, and that'll draw an icing. 14:06 left to go in the first half. A 1-0 Norwood lead. Sent out, there's a shot from the top of the circle, turned away by McCluskey. That was off the stick of Kaylee Reed. Swinhammer sends it down. Here comes Sophia Mazzucchelli trying to race through. Up and around it goes. Behind the net now. Racing around, there's the backhander, and it's over the net. I believe the goaltender's stick got a piece of it. That's pretty good pressure there. That was off the stick of Leanna Patrick. Patrick up against Rogers on the face-off. There goes Merkel, trying to race it around. Picking up is Patrick, trying to send it out of the corner. We'll put it up and around. On the far side boards, sent out by Emily Swinhammer. As Kelly gets in there, there's a shot, and that's turned away by the defenseman. Here comes LeBlanc. Works it towards the neutral zone. Cutting it off out in front, that was Merkel. On the far side now. Pass over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc with a wrister, and McCluskey wraps that one up. We'll have a face-off with 12:42 left to go in the first half. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne able to get a little pressure at least.
Need more of it, though.
Yep, certainly do. Sent over by Wayne along the far side now. Trying to race away. Here they come. Pass over to Musgrave. Musgrave jammed up along the corner. Trying to work it out, gets it over to Wayne. Out in front, and it's cut off. Jammed up along the far side, coming away with it, Cataldo. Make that Zamito as she'll send it to the corner. Wayne wraps it around. Musgrave is jammed up along with Zamito, and now it squirts out. Top of the circle, there's a shot, and it's just wide off the stick of Sharkey. Good physical play going on. There's another shot popped in the air. Still a live puck. And it's forced out. Jess Samito on that shot. And a nice defensive maneuver by Abby Wayne. Here comes Musgrave. And it's stolen away by Sharkey. On the far side now, Norwood looking to race up ice. Here comes a break. And cut off is Reen. Good defensive play by Abby Wayne, the captain out of Dover Sherborne.
Great breakup right there.
Here's Musgrave. No one there. Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne in the midst of a change. Musgrave along the near side boards now, trying to come away with it. Taken away by Reen. Jammed up along the near side. There's a quick shot, and that was just wide. That was a nice looking shot there by Janoszak, the captain, and Mika Janoszak, the senior out of Tri-County. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. There's a backhander out in front of the net, and it is wrapped up by Lily Newman. Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne getting some good pressure in there. 10:22 left to go in the first half. Sophomore goalkeeper for Norwood with a nice save there. Patrick on the face-off and out sent out over the far side. Back down it goes. A little turn around was DeRocher. Got off the boards by Merkel. And now racing up the ice, here comes Moave Glavin. Wrister off the post! Second time off the post for Norwood. That shot attempt a little bit wide there by Curran. Trying to get it out of the jam along the corner, Janoszak. Back to Norwood territory it goes. Set aside by Newman. Zamito with the pass. And here comes Mannering. Working up, there's a shot, and it's a little high. Trying to sneak it in. Live puck still out in front. And a nice job there. Getting it out of the danger zone by Swinhammer. Make that Kelly Bailey, excuse me. Reed trying to swing it around, try to sneak it in short side and was cut off. Wayne sends it up the near side and stolen back by Reen. Reen looking for goal number 2. The pass cut off by Swinhammer. Into Norwood territory it goes. Backtracking to get to it, Parkinson. She'll knock it up to the corner. Wayne trying to turn it around, and now Kelly gets the stick in there. Sent back down by Reed. Wayne puts it towards the corner. Along the near side boards. Sent out by Emelita Holly Swinhammer, and now here comes Mazzucchelli. He's tripped up. Along the far side. Up and around it goes. Just under 8 minutes left to play in the first half. Some good physical action in this one so far. Over to it's Cruz. And now it's taken away. Here comes Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne. No one was there for Bailey. And looks like we'll have an icing. Or no. Yeah, it will be an icing. 7:35 left to go. Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne defending well, Steve, despite the pressure.
So far, yes.
off the boards, goes forward. Norwood quickly trying to work it back into the danger zone. Out in front, and unable to get the shot off was LeBlanc. She'd love to have that one back. Squirts over to the far side. Merkel trying to get there. Merkel pops it off the boards. Bailey who's trying to work it by the defenseman. Along the far side, and we have a penalty here. There was a push. Can't do that, especially in the girls' game.
Nope, and with the referee looking right at it, that's not going to fly.
Abby Wayne will sit down for 2 minutes. And Norwood will have a power play with 6:46 left to go in the first half. Big opportunity here for the Mustangs. Sent over to Reed. Now over to Reen. And a collision along the corner. Nauman able to get to it. Out in front, and McCluskey will wrap it up. Maggie Curran had the shot right in front, but McCluskey with a cat-like reflex to cover that one up.
A lot of good saves yet again here in this game by Kristen McCluskey. It's essentially been the same script as last Wednesday,
right?
So far.
Kristen McCluskey in her final year at Hopkinton High School. Along the corner, trying to get it out of the traffic jam, Swinhammer. Over to the near side corner it goes. Sent over by Nauman. Out in front, here comes Federico. Federico looking for the shot, and that went right off of Merkel.
That's got to hurt.
Certainly does. There was some serious power behind that shot, but she gets right back up. Nauman sends it out in front and just misses her target, Michaela Reed. Kelly trying to work it away from the danger zone. 53 seconds left on the Norwood power play. 5:35 and counting left to go in the first half. Up the far side it goes. Trying to race there was Glavin. She gets to it, sends it out towards the net, and it's turned away by McCluskey. She was trying to pass to Cataldo and ended up being a shot on goal instead. Curran gathers it up. 22 seconds left on the power play. Mannering along the near side. Trying to work it around. Here comes Cataldo. And just misses her target, Rogers. The power play has expired. 4:45 left to go in the first half. A good PK by...
Great PK.
It certainly was. And we'll have an icing here.
And much, much needed. You do not want to let the Mustangs take more than the lead they have now.
Certainly don't. Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne defending well. They just have to get some more pressure.
Yep.
Face off at 4:37. Here's a shot. Sent out. Sent over by LeBlanc. Popped off the boards over to Ford. Handled behind the net by LeBlanc. And here comes Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne trying to work it up. There's Yano Shack along the far side. Now jammed up along the near side boards. Ford sends it down. Lane. And a shot there, turned away off the stick of LeBlanc. Wayne did not intend to feed it to LeBlanc, that's for sure. Sent over by Mazzucchelli. Here comes Bailey. racing up the ice. Bailey trying to sneak through. Out in front, Bailey trying to turn it around. It's taken away. Zamito doing battle along the far side with Sofia Mazzucchelli. Back down into Norwood territory as both teams make a change. Sent out by Merkel. And it's taken by Reed. Here comes Norwood, Cataldo. Racing up the ice, putting on the moves, and the shot. Turned away by McCluskey, puck still live, and it squirts out. Avery Bent got the stick in there to bring it out. Off the side of the net now. And the net came dislodged. We'll have a face-off with 2:42 left to go in the first half. Well, another great save there by McCluskey, but a tremendous defensive play by Avery Bent to get the stick in there and sneak it out.
Yeah, and that was a great scoring chance and a great move to create that scoring chance.
Certainly was. Good break up the ice for Norwood. Swinhammer. Here comes Emily. She'll send it up the ice. On the near side now. Sent over to Curran. And we'll get an offsides. 2:22 left to go in the first half. A 1-0 Norwood lead. Tom Nappy, Steve Watson, happy to be with you on the call. Mike Terosian on camera. For Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne Co-op Varsity Girls Hockey. Here comes Emily Swinhammer. And now racing up the ice, it's Reen. Sends it out, a little wider than she wanted. Off the side of the net goes Nauman. Nauman pops it off the boards. Getting there for Hopkinton Cox, and now it's taken away. And a nice move there to divert back into Norwood territory by Bent. Under 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Here comes Nauman. Nauman races it around, no one there. Popped off the boards and into Norwood territory. We'll get an icing. .114 left to go in the half. Cataldo. The shot out in front, turned away by McCluskey. Off the stick of Glavin.
That's a 5-star save right there.
It certainly was. She was right in front of the net. And another good, quick reaction by McCluskey. Janoschak. Middle by Mannering. And she lost her stick. Taken away by Patrick. Jammed up along the corner now, Patrick and Glavin. Over to Bailey. Nice move there. Nice shot off a defender by Merkel. 25 seconds and counting left to go in the first half. Sharkey along the backboards trying to work it out. She gets jammed up now with Merkel. And there's a shot by Merkel, turned away. Sent down into the corner, 3 seconds left. And that'll do it for the first half. A good competitive first half it was. After one, Norwood leading 1-0, but we have a good back and forth game, Steve.
That we sure do, and for Hopkinton/DS, need to get some more sustained pressure. Norwood has the lead. They got it only a $1.24 in, and they also they are hogging the puck at times. So if you're the Hillers, you need to try and find a way to change that in the second half.
Well, we shall see what the final 22 minutes and 30 seconds shall bring. Should certainly be exciting. We got a good one here at the New England Sports Center at the half. Norwood leading the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op 1-0. You're tuned in to girls varsity ice hockey on HCAM. welcome back into the New England Sports Center as we are just about ready for the second half between Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne, Co-op, and Norwood. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM, and as we enter the second half, it is a 1-0 lead in favor of Norwood. A beauty of a goal by Michaela Reen. With 21:06 left, has been the only score in the game. And on the assist, it was Maggie Curran. A nice drive up the ice, and Norwood able to take advantage of the open opportunity. That was the only goal of the game. There's been a lot of tremendous saves on both sides. It's been a fun goaltender matchup between Norwood's Lily Newman and Hopkinton's Kristen McCluskey. But the pressure from Norwood, it's been good. McCluskey has saved the day with some great goaltending.
Yes.
The defense in front of the net has been good, but more pressure is going to be the key for Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne in the second half.
Yes,
Steve.
they have to get more pressure. You can't let Norwood just hold on to the puck and fire away at your goaltender all night long and expect to have a good result. So hopefully they can kind of change the narrative here in the second half. You got to get more sustained pressure and allow Norwood to hog that puck a little less. Because as you saw last week too, they scored very early, then they just hogged the puck pretty much the whole game.
Right.
So some way, somehow, Hopkinton/DS needs to find a way to change that.
And I'm sure that's exactly what head coach Scott Hayes is telling them right now.
The coach's corner up here with Coach Watson, right?
Absolutely. 22 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Tom Nappy, Steve Watson on the call, Mike Terosian on camera. We are ready for half number 2 of what has been a tremendous girls varsity hockey matchup. In the face-off circle is Avery Bent up against Cataldo, and we are underway. Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne working right to left across your screen. Along the corner, sent out. And now Norwood trying to work it back up the ice. Mojave Glavin gets in there. No one is there for Curran as Merkel gets the stick on it. And we get a stoppage. Offsides. Avery Bent up against Marissa Cataldo. Backhanded pass by Glavin. Over towards Mannering. Mannering slices it towards the net. Over to Glavin, and she shoots just wide. Sent out in front. Glavin with a shot, and that's turned away. That went off of Bent. Working up the near side, Swinhammer. Bent sends it over, and it's picked up by Cataldo for Norwood. Pass out by Mannering, no one there, and it's sent up by Merkel for an icing. A minute into the action here on this second half. And don't forget, folks, we have a whole lot of Hillers Winter Sports coming up throughout the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, we'll be over at the Athletic Center for Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball as they take on Westwood. We'll have the freshman game at 3:30, JV at 5, and varsity at 6:30. And then on Friday, we'll have the boys' games versus Westwood. And there's a shot and a save by McCluskey off the stick of Federico.
So what you're saying is you'll be very busy.
That's right. Oh, and to top it off, the icing on the cake, Saturday boys hockey against Westwood, a 1:40 p.m. puck drop as Hopkinton and Westwood meet up in a varsity matchup. That shot just wide by Federico.
Of course, you have the big game on Sunday, so save some energy for it.
That's right, absolutely. Should be a good one on Sunday.
Yes, it sure should be.
Tom Brady in his 10th Super Bowl. Unbelievable.
That's just ridiculous.
It certainly is. Ooh, there's a shot. That got a piece of Wayne. She wasn't expecting it, but quick to get back up to her feet, fortunately. Wayne gets the stick on it. Sends it out. Pass over by Reen. Along the corner. Wayne sends it around. Along the near side corner now. Jammed up. A number of players in there for both sides. It squirts out over to Nobbin. Over to Bailey. Bailey was trying to race away with it, but Curran got in front of her. And here comes Rogers. Lindsey Rogers trying to work it around. Handled by Curran. Curran doing battle with Abby Wayne. In front, handled by Bent. Pops it off the boards towards Mazzucchelli. Misfire there towards Glavin. Excuse me, Galvin. Backhanded pass by Cataldo along the far side. Sent out by Glavin. Got a Galvin and a Glavin on the Norwood roster. That's not confusing at all.
No, not at all, right?
Jammed up along the corner. Wave Glavin's there. Emily Swinhammer gets in there, sent out. Mazzucchelli picks it up. And quick to get in front of that. Attempted pass was Mannering. Sending it back is Janoschak. Up and around goes Avery Bent. Tracked down by Sharkey. She'll send it up the far side boards. And there's a shot that is turned away. Quick brush there by Newman off that shot. Out in front, Merkel. Norwood in the midst of a change. Here comes Moave Glavin. She's cut off. Reed trying to work it up the ice. Picked up by Merkel. Up the near side she goes. She'll draw contact with Breed. Sent over by Bailey. Norwood in control. Racing up, Reed. There's a shot turned away by McCluskey. Another good save there. And here comes Bailey trying to race away with it. Cutting her off was Cruz. And we'll have an icing. 17:24 left to go in the game. A 1-0 Norwood lead. It's been a good defensive battle so far tonight. Avery Bent up against Kate Rogers. Looking for a shot here. Sent wide by Wayne. Along the corner. Kelly was trying to dig it out, but Hope Ford got the stick out in front. Wayne tracks it down, and it's stolen away by Ford. Working towards the net, looking for a shot, and it's turned away by McCluskey. Puck still live. Here comes Mazzucchelli now. She'll put it up the boards, and we'll have an icing. 16:50 left to go. More pressure provided by Norwood, but once again, some great goaltending by McCluskey.
Like a stone wall out front.
Absolutely.
And only one's gotten past her. They did hit 2 posts last period, but a lot of great saves.
Rogers up against Bent. And Swinhammer got a stick on it. Here comes Rogers. And she'll rip the shot off just wide. Norwood trying to play a little keep away. Mazzucchelli sends it over. Here comes Emily Swinhammer. She'll wrap it around. Merkel trying to send it out, stolen away. Norwood now looking for a break. Here comes Ford. On the near side. Sent back to the corner. Merkel. Federico. There's a shot. And just wide there. Lavin racing around. Up behind the net it goes. Cataldo trying to dig it out. Here goes Mannering. And getting in there, stealing away Patrick. Pops it off the boards. Federico wrists it into the corner. Merkel picks it up. There's a quick shot, turned away by McCluskey. Nice wrister there by Federico. Out in front, and a shot and a glove save by McCluskey.
Another 5-star save right there.
Kristen McCluskey keeping Hopkinton Dover Sherborne very much in this game with her tremendous goaltending. That shot was from Molly Mannering. This faceoff comes with 14:56 left to go in the game. A 1-0 Norwood lead. Into the corner it goes. Nauman sends it around. Picked up behind the net by Curran. Trying to swing it out. All kinds of traffic, and McCluskey wraps that one off. Curran was able to slip the shot through. Love another face-off. 14:36 left. Racing up the near side, Wayne. She's cut off. Pass up to Glavin. Here comes Nauman. Sent away by Bent. Pops it off the far side boards. Picked up by Reed back ice. Reed taking her time with it. Sends it up the near side of Nauman. Wayne. Popped out by Nauman over to the corner. Curran sends it over. Green sends it back. Green trying to dig it up, takes a big hit along the boards. Green and Wayne meeting up. A little accidental contact there. .26 left to go. Norwood clinging on to a 1-0 lead, keeping some good pressure on. There was a penalty on that. They're going to get Wayne for the hit. So Norwood will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Big opportunity here for the Mustangs. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne has had 1 penalty kill so far. That shot sent wide by Federico. And now here goes Patrick. And she's cut off by Cataldo. Reed racing to the net, looking for a shot, and it's turned away, still a live puck. And McCluskey able to keep her away. McCluskey just reached out the leg pad and got Reed off balance, tripped her up a little bit, and a great play by the goalkeeper there.
That's all it takes right there.
1:20 left to go on the power play. Here comes Glavin. Glavin trips up. Jammed up along the corner. What do we have here? Perhaps it's for a tripping.
I think we're going to have a tripping call here.
And this is going to be a very nice situation for Norwood. They'll have a two-man advantage. With 12:33 left to go, Norwood will have the two-player advantage for the next minute and 8 seconds. And then they'll still be on the power play for the 52 seconds after that. With possession, that's Reen. Sends it over to Nauman. Reen sends it out. Off the stick of Sharkey. Along the corner. Nauman jammed up along the boards with Merkel. Sharkey trying to race it around. Sent over to Curran. Wrister, and that is deflected. I believe it went off the crossbar.
Yes.
Out of play it goes. We'll have a face-off at 11:41 left to go. Well, 16 seconds till it's down to a one-player advantage for Norwood.
Yeah, and that's now 3 posts hit by Norwood in this game. So there's been some big saves by McCluskey, but you've had
a little luck as well.
Yes, sometimes you do need some puck luck.
Puck luck, I like that. And there's a shot, and a little wide there off the stick of Sharkey. Looking to set it up. It's down to a one-man advantage for Norwood for 48 seconds. Sent up by Merkel. Trying to race it in Glavin. Glavin meets up with Callie Merkel along the boards. Sharkey sends it over. Wrister, and that's in! Molly Mannering goes stick side with that wrister and puts it by McCluskey to make it 2-0. Well, they were almost able to kill off both power plays, but not quite there. A great shot by Mannering. And that score comes with 11:02 left to go in the game. Well, tough break for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne, but that was certainly just a great shot, Steve.
Yep, it was. And now you've had 2 goals, 2 absolute snipes, and there's just not many goalies who are going to stop those shots.
Hopkinton Dover Sherborne trying to race it out and get some pressure going. And we'll have a stoppage here, offsides. Pocket. This faceoff comes with 10:38 left to go. And here we go. Along the near side. Sent down to Bailey, and she'll take a shot, a little wide there. Along the corner, and Patrick is kicking it over with her skate there. That's a Janoszak. Pass back to Janoszak. Popped off the boards. Jammed up along the corner now. Racing to the rescue. That was Merkel. And now here comes DeRocher looking for a shot, and it is wrapped up by Newman. 9:43 left to go. And Hopkinton Dover Sherborne still trying to put some pressure on here. There's a shot by Mazzucchelli. That's turned away. Along the near side boards. That might have been the best shot we saw all night from Hopkinton Dover Sherborne by Mazzucchelli there. Jammed up along the corner. Mazzucchelli trying to dig it out. Sharkey also in there for Norwood. Pass over. Rogers. Over to the corner to LeBlanc. Rogers able to dig it out, and it's handled by Cox. And here goes Avery Bent, sends it over. Emily Swinhammer driving up the ice, and she trips up. Along the corner. And Rogers able to get it out. And a big collision there between Parkinson and Swinhammer. Norwood trying to play a little keep away here. Sent back up by Cox. And now racing up the ice, here comes Parkinson. Along the far side. There's a wrister just wide. Picked up by Curran. All kinds of traffic along the far side boards. 7:40 and counting left to go. And Steve, this might be the best stand we've seen from Hopkins.
Yeah, it's some good pressure here. It'd be good if they can grab one here and try and grab one back.
Yep. Sent over by Curran. Pass up over to Reen. Reen on a drive up the ice, approaching the net, takes the backhander, turned away by McCluskey. What a save! Sharkey sends it down over to Nauman. Nice check deliver there by Bailey. Sent out over to Curran. Looking for the shot here. And there's a shot by Sharkey, and that was off of Bailey. And now Bailey looking to get to it. Racing to the puck along the near side, and she'll meet up with Sharkey in the corner. Sent over. Popped off the boards by Cox. Sent out, and Avery Bent would like to have that one back. Here comes Nauman. And there's a shot, glove save, McCluskey. And we'll have a face-off with 6:13 left to go.
Well, you see some good pressures here from the Hillers. Now, obviously, the trade-off, you've had some odd player rushes by the Mustangs. But fortunately, Chris McCluskey has held down the fort.
Right. Norwood's had a number of good breaks up the ice in this one. And McCluskey has kept this co-op team very much in this game. Cataldo. And a little misfire there to Glavin. Swinhammer gets in there. That shot by Mazzucchelli turned away. Under 6 minutes left to play. 2-0 Norwood. And Mazzucchelli with a backhander, and that's turned away. Still a live puck. And some good defensive work by Norwood. Ooh, and Glavin was looking for a drive up the ice. And ran into Merkel. El Hilali sends it along the far side. been a pretty physical game between these
It
two
has,
teams, Steve.
especially
a lot
in
of
the
big
second
hits.
half.
There's a shot turned away by McCluskey. Glavin had the break on it. McCluskey able to punch it away.
I think it's just a byproduct of having played each other now 3 straight times.
Right. And, when you're playing one of your rivals that many times in that short span of time, it can get pretty intense.
Yes, it can. You play in 3 times in 8 days. Like you said at the Open, usually you wouldn't play 3 times in a season, let alone 8 days. So,
right.
The physicality that you've seen in this game, I think it's just a byproduct of that, to be expected.
I have to agree. Knocked up the far side by Wayne. Reed with a nice move. Here she comes looking for a break. Putting on the move, sends it back, no one there. And at the blue line now, that's Cruz. Pass by Patrick along the far side. Back to co-op territory it goes, and a big collision there between Janoschak and Curran. And what do we have here? Officials talking it over. Now I did see, I think it was Janoschak play it with her hand.
Yeah, the puck was moved with their hand, so I think that they may have stopped it for a hand pass here. Although one of the officials is going over to talk to the scorer. Not sure what about exactly, but.
Oh, they're going to get Maggie Curran.
All right.
I think it was because of the collision.
It's a 4-minute penalty, so.
Yeah, it was because of the collision.
Double minor.
Yeah. So Maggie Curran will take a seat for 4 minutes, and there's 4:05 left in the game. There's a shot turned away. That was off the stick of Merkel. Well, if Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne ever had an opportunity to score, it's right now.
Have to, right here. Golden opportunity.
Merkel sends it around. Norwood going to try to play keep away for the remainder. And there's a shot by Bent that went off of Mazzucchelli. Jammed up along the corner now. Along the corner, that's Lindsey Rogers. And now here comes Reen racing up the ice. Reen sends it over. And Nauman just could not get the stick on it. Right between her skates. It's a good driving opportunity there by Norwood. Here comes Merkel. Wrister turned away. Well, the first 2 meetings between these two teams also close matchups. A 2-0 Norwood win last Wednesday, and then on Saturday a 2-2 tie. On the far side. 2:42 left on the major, 2:44 left in the game. That shot turned away by Newman. And it squirts all the way back into Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne territory. Patrick will try to work it up the ice. Pass over to Bailey. Sends it over. Here's a break. This is DeRocher, I believe, and that's punched away into the corner. Indeed was DeRocher. Sometimes the hair gets me trying to see the numbers, Steve.
Yeah. Hazard of the trade.
Cox along the corner with Glavin. 1:51 left on the penalty. Bailey. Sends it up along the far side. Out in front. And it's turned away. Over to the corner goes Patrick. And Norwood gets it out of the traffic jam. Kaylee Reed racing up the ice. Wrists it forward, and McCluskey able to punch it through. Ooh, there's the hit. That'll draw a penalty. Leanna Patrick taking a hit from Kaylee Reed, and Hopkinton Dover Sherborne will have a two-man advantage for the remainder of the game, pretty much. And you wonder, with the two-player advantage, how long will they leave McCluskey in the net?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. They might pull her. She's over at the bench area, but she hasn't gotten off the ice yet. So
Usually you wouldn't have a two-player advantage down two with $1:20 left.
Right.
So it's a golden opportunity. If I were the coach, I would take full advantage and pull out my goalie. But I'm not the coach, so we'll see what happens here.
you know, the face-off's going to be in Norwood territory. So this would be certainly a good point or a good opportunity to take the goalie out. But of course the downside is if Norwood's able to quickly turn it around, hit the empty net, you know this game's
Right.
over.
But at the same time, you're chasing two. There's not much time left.
Right.
And you lost to this team last Wednesday. You tied them Saturday. You're trying to get a win. So, you know that saying, Tom, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Absolutely. So we'll see what they do here. And they are going to pull the goalkeeper. So Kristen McCluskey will take a seat.
So you're going to have a 6-on-3.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw that?
I don't even know if I've seen it.
I've watched a lot of hockey, Tom. I can't recall off the top of my head seeing it. Pretty rare.
Well, if there ever was an opportunity for an unbelievable comeback, it's right now.
Yeah, right here, right now.
Here we go, 6-on-3. I wonder if they practice this in practice.
If I had to guess, probably not.
Janoshak sends it over. Ooh, offside. .106 left to go in the game.
That's going to be a long 106 for Norwood here. You down two players. A lot of work to do.
Handled by Janoshak. Sends it down. Janoshak along the near side, wrists it. And Mazzucchelli out in front. And could not get the shot off. It was diverted. 45 seconds left to go in the game. Janoshak moves it up over to Patrick. Time quickly running out. And a nice send away by Norwood. Handled by Merkel. Sends it over to the far side. Racing up Mazzucchelli. And her pass diverted. And that should just about do it. Up the far side it goes. And Norwood will hang on and keep Hopkinton Dover Sherborne at 0 and escape with the 2-0 win. Steve, it was a tough physical game, a well-played game by both sides, and certainly fun to watch.
Especially there in the second half. That was a great half of hockey right there. And in the end, the Mustangs are able to close it out. Much like last week, the PK is very impressive. Very impressive there. The 6-on-3 advantage. Can't say I've seen that before. They made it interesting, but they were able to close it out. A hard-fought battle here.
That was certainly a first for me, right?
Yeah, 6-on-3.
Well, the final score for the final time, Norwood 2, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne nothing. For my broadcast partner, Steve Watson, for Mike DeRozier on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Hockey. Take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.